So, a long time ago I watched a video with the guy from Public Enemy. I forget his name, but he was the one that made the anti-Jewish remarks that were completely justified. Professor McGriff. And he was talking about logos and stuff and what logos mean. And I was just thinking in my head, you know, the Apple logo pretty much signifies Eve taking a bite out of the apple in the Garden of Eden and disobeying God. And I really feel like there's more to it than that. Like, I feel like, I know, we already know Facebook is a fucking psyop that's fucking spying on us. It's a fucking government thing. But Google, everything is Google, and even this fucking thing, YouTube, Google wants to know all your shit, and there's Google Phone and Google this, and they just want you to, you know, and it's like Apple, you know, like these are all, it's like Disneyland is a fucking CIA op, do you know what I mean, to indoctrinate kids, you know. Now our phones, it's like the CIA or the government makes up these fake businesses, and then they start them, they get a smart guy from Harvard and they start Apple and they start Facebook and they call it something else. Because like in communism, you would call it Russian phones, Russian computers or whatever. But here, we're smart enough to where we pretend and give this shit a name so you don't know that it's a government op. Do you know what I mean? You don't know that Google is seeing that you fucking hate Obama or seeing you make fun of Trump, and they're keeping track. It's like, why do you think they call it a Facebook profile? That's your fucking profile. You're religious, you're voting, your politics, all that shit that you don't ask people on a fucking job application. They found a way to skirt all of that by pretending it's entertainment. It's not. It will be one day used against you, okay? Just like they did in Australia, they took away all the guns, and in England they took away all the guns, you know, because, I don't know, there's got to be, I don't even know how many millions of people live here, but out of all the millions of people that live here, how many have gotten killed by gunfire from an automatic weapon? Less than 100,000, and so it's like less than 1% of people have gotten killed, but there's a gun problem. No, there's not a gun problem. Just like there's not a knife problem, okay? We live in a country that doesn't want you to smoke pot, but they want you to take pain pills. We live in a country where we want to pretend that the earth is a rotating sphere and there's a strong enough gas that keeps all the water from exploding, going into outer space. We live in a country where our political system is like keeping up with the Kardashians. Nothing ever goes on in our politics. Nothing ever changes, but we're into the gossip games with it. We don't ever go, well, what the fuck are you doing for pensions? Or why don't you increase fucking, you know, let's make some real jobs. Like, let's stop importing shit from China. No, we're never going to do any of that real shit. Pedophiles are always going to fucking run the world, and we're never going to fucking ever, you know, like, democracy is really just a thinly veiled thing where you think Google is some fucking Chinese billionaire's fucking startup dream, you know, in the Silicon Valley, or you think that Elon Musk is just a fucking really cool, you know, pot smoking dude when he's really a fucking government fucking disinformation agent. You notice why the windows on that truck broke, okay? Because they're telling you. Do you guys really believe this shit? We're breaking the fucking windows. That's how much we don't give a fuck. We're showing you that the whole thing is a fucking ruse. Just like putting a car into fucking outer space. Get the fuck out of here.